That is beautiful walleye.
Fishing the Midwest is presented by G3 Boats. G3 Boats, a great catch. Strike King, tie one on. Lose, feel the difference. And Relevant Sunglasses, abandon everything, embrace the outdoors.
Hi, welcome to Fishing the Midwest. I'm Mike Frisch. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm at Christopherson's Bait in Alexandria. Christopherson's is an independent retailer, and they have one of the best selections of rods, reels, tackle, live bait, you name it. They have one of the best selections in the entire Midwest. Next time you're in the Alexandria area, make sure you stop at Christopherson's. Today's episode is called Evolution of a Basshead. I grew up a walleye and pan fisherman, but when I moved to Minnesota and I saw all these largemouth bass guys were catching, I decided I got to figure this out. This is the story of how a walleye guy became a bass head. Let's get in the boat and let's catch some bass. As a kid growing up in eastern North Dakota, our family used to come to western Minnesota and central Minnesota vacationing. We fished for walleyes and we fished for panfish. We also spent some time on the North Dakota reservoir systems, but it was all walleye fishing. A few years after taking a teaching job in western Minnesota, I met Bob Jensen. Bob invited me to an outdoor writers convention down in the Iowa Great Lakes. I fished with Barry Day.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Look at that guy right there.
Isn't that a pretty fish?
Oh. Barry was a bass head. He took me in the canals in the Iowa Great Lakes and we fished for largemouth bass. I'd never done it before. In fact, Barry handed me a bait caster rod and reel and I didn't even know how to run it. It was all spinning for me. One of the things that I'll never forget about fishing with Barry, however, was how much action it was.
Come on, son! Pull! He's even bigger than he thinks he is. Come here.
They're liking that spinner.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
Not only were we catching a lot of fish, but we were constantly casting. Barry was flipping and pitching. I was trying to skip with spinning gear. We caught a lot of bass. One thing I'll never forget, at the end of the day, Barry, who was kind of this intimidating guy, kind of looked down at me and he said, "Son, you live in the Alexandria area of Minnesota?" "Yes, I do, Barry." "You really owe it to yourself to learn how to catch these bass because you got them there." I'll never forget that day with Barry and that statement. Flipped into that little patch of coontail. Finally got bit. Not a monster, but it's a fatty. He is a fatty. They're a little slow getting started today, but if we can get them like that, we'll take them. That's a probably 3-pound fish right there. A few years after that, Duane Peterson from Northland Tackle, another one of my mentors, called me. Duane was in our area getting ready to pre-fish for a bass tournament. He invited me along for a day of fishing. Now, Duane fished a big skirted bass jig, a jig and a pig combo. What I remember about that is we caught 37 bass because Duane pre-fishing kept a log of how many and how big they were. Duane caught 34 and I caught 3. But the thing that I remember is I called my dad when I got back that night and I told Dad, I said, "I'm gonna figure out how to catch these bass." There's a froggy, ribbit. Let's see if I can get him in here. Those 2 days fishing with Barry and then Duane are really what got my juices flowing on this bass fishing thing. I got a couple flipping and pitching rods, some heavy line, some big jigs, and I also bought a book, Jig Fishing by Denny Brower. I'll never forget that. I learned a lot. I spent a lot of time on the water, and all of a sudden, walleyes weren't nearly as important to me anymore unless I was guiding. You got weeds on me. Come on, boy. Stay with me. Stay with me. There you go. There you go. That is how I like to catch them. Throw that frog up there and boom. So we're actually at our third lake today. First one we couldn't get on because the water was too low at the landing. We had these severe drought conditions. Second one only produced a few fish. This is about the 5th cast on this body of water, and we get one. Not a giant, but a good start. See if we can put something together on the frog.
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by beautiful Cabotogama Lake, gateway to Voyageurs National Park. Hanna's Marine. There are 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, but only one Hanna's Marine. Clam, pro tackle, and blackfish, because you can't choose the weather. Lou's products are available at these fine retailers: Christopherson's Bait, Omnia Fishing, Reed's Family Outdoor Outfitters, and many other retailers across the Midwest.
You can't choose the weather, but you can choose outerwear that works. Technical apparel, rain gear, soft shells, sunwear, when you need to stay comfortable all day, choose Blackfish, because you can't choose the weather.
Alexandria, Minnesota is a multi-season, multi-species fishing hotspot with more than 300 lakes to fish, world-renowned bass fishing, booming walleye populations, and top panfish and muskie opportunities make Alexandria an angler's dream destination. Plus, Alexandria has a vibrant downtown, great golf courses, miles of ski, snowmobile, and bike trails, and fantastic dining and lodging options. If you're looking for great fishing and family fun, consider Alexandria, Minnesota for your next vacation. Distinctive Cabinet Design manufactures commercial millwork, retail fixtures, and residential cabinetry. Plus, they handle all your granite and quartz needs. There is no job too small or too large, whether it's custom kitchens for the homeowner or retail fixtures for hospitals, hotels, casinos, banks, and more. Distinctive Cabinet can do the job for you. Visit the website to know more. Distinctive Cabinet Design, serving Minnesota and the entire country since 1999. Closed captioning on Fishing the Midwest is provided by Offshore Tackle, your leader in trolling technology.
So today, in addition to a bit of a tough bite, we're battling a variety of weather conditions. We get out on this lake, it's rainy, fog rolls in. However, the forecast calls for better conditions. Let's hope so. There we go. Just had to tease him a little bit. Oh, he's hot too. Smallmouth. There we go. That'll work. That was a funny bite. I was wondering why he just wouldn't get all over it. That's pretty decent smallie. Not a monster. The more I bass fish, the more I got fired up about catching these fish and the more I learned. Eventually I started fishing tournaments, and in 2007 I took a big leap. I went from fishing some local tournaments to fishing the Silverado, Minnesota Pro-Ams, one of the premier circuits in the entire Midwest at that time. There's one. There we go. This feels like a big buck. We definitely landed on a school here. This one is a better one. Should reel a little more. Oh yeah. Come on, net man. There we go. Good one there. That's a good one. I said the sun was supposed to come out. It's not going the way I want it to go that way, but let's get him back, get back in there.
Let's take a quick break from the fishing to check out this week's Talon Tip.
One of the neat things about the Talons is the Bluetooth capability, which allows me to raise and lower the Talons from a variety of positions, whether it's the foot control switch in the bow or one of the handheld remotes. I can raise and lower my Talons from wherever I'm at in the boat. Put on the crankbait because fog and rain decided to add to the pleasure of our day. That's not that one. Get in here, boy. And these are perfect conditions for a crankbait. Man, we have put up with it today.
Fishing the Midwest is made possible by Alexandria, Minnesota, the Alexandria Lakes area, Minnesota's hidden gem with 350 lakes conveniently located in the heart of Minnesota. Diamond Buick GMC. Experience the diamond difference. Superior Industry. Visit workatsuperior.com to see why they're one of the fastest growing manufacturing employers in the upper Midwest. And by Minn Kota and Humminbird. Simply, clearly better. Lake Cabotogama in Voyageurs National Park is your year-round destination for experiencing nature at its finest. Enjoy the solitude of the pristine wilderness while having all the comforts of home available in many of the full-service resorts. The fishing is world-class, and so are all of the other outdoor activities that are abundant in all the seasons. Cab is the perfect place for your family or group of friends, and Cab is an easy drive from anywhere in the Midwest. Lake Cabotogama in northern Minnesota. Discover Cab now.
Pro-inspired, pro-designed, tested and proven by legends on the water, dominating the tournament trail for over 50 years. Everything you need, one legendary brand. Strike King.
Strike King products are available at these fine retailers: Christopherson's Bait, Omnia Fishing, Reed's Family Outdoor Outfitters, and many other retailers across the Midwest.
Are you ready for a different way of life? A job that brings you close to the things you love. Together, we train, we build, you play. Visit workatsuperior.com to apply. That's workatsuperior.com.
I spent years looking down, just wondering all the time what was out there. I tried everything, and I mean everything, until a friend of mine introduced me to Vexilar. So I asked my doctor, and he said, "Vexilar? You've been fishing without a Vexilar this whole time? Are you stupid, man?" I was stupid. Vexilar is made strong enough even to work on the most extreme cases of angling dysfunction. Vexilar gave me my life back, and now I'm fishing clean again.
Here at Diamond Buick GMC of Alexandria, we have a simple goal for your new or used vehicle buying experience: customer satisfaction. Our friendly, knowledgeable sales staff will work with you in a no-pressure, hassle-free environment. We also have an accommodating service department that will work hard after the sale to guarantee your continued satisfaction. Family-owned and serving Alexandria and all of West Central Minnesota for over 25 years. Visit us in Alexandria at Diamond Buick GMC and experience the Diamond difference.
There's one. I think I took my raincoat off a little too soon. That's a good one there. Man, we've had weather today. The weatherman said sunny late afternoon. So I'm holding out that the fog is gonna lift, the sun is gonna come out. There we go, came off right in the net. Another good one. There's a school of big ones. I mean, these aren't monsters, but those are solid 3-pound fish. Measure this one quick. 18.5, over 3 pounds. Good one right there. Let's get another one there going. Today, I'm all about multi-species, but what I'm really about is chasing the hot bite. So when the crappies are shallow in the spring, you can bet I'm gonna fish them. When walleye opener comes, I'm gonna spend 2 or 3 weeks fishing jigs and minnows and slip sinker live bait rigs, your classic Lindy rigs, because I love rig fishing. Once that bite passes and I got free time, I'm chasing largemouth and smallmouth bass like we're doing today. That one was way up there, right on the end of the cast. I don't know how big this one is. He's coming at me. He wants deeper water. Oh, he's not real big, but he wanted it. Boy, that bait just hit the water. This bass bite is good. Let's take a quick break from the fishing and go back to Christopherson's. Christopherson's bait has a great selection of bass gear. Let's see what they all got going on. We're back at Christopherson's Bait in Alexandria, Minnesota, and today's bass fishing action actually originates in this area. I'm with Shane Gazelle. Shane is one of the managers here at Christopherson's. Shane, we've got tremendous bass fishing in the Alexandria area. When it comes to rods and reels for bass action, Lou's has us covered, don't they?
Yeah, that's right, Mike. We have great, bass fishing in the area, and this Lou's KVD series does a great job at doing whatever I need it to do. It's got the IM8 blank, which is giving it the lightweight and super sensitive, and then they're all built technique specific, which is, a big upside for that rod as well.
Yeah, so the rod is built, if I'm a spinnerbait fisherman, I'm a jig fisherman, technique specific, it's built for that. In addition to technique specific bass rods, Lou's also has us walleye guys covered as well. Talk about the Lou's Speed Stick walleye rods.
So on those Lou's Speed Stick walleye rods, again, IM8 blank, full cork handle. A lot of the walleye guys that we have around here at least love that full cork handle. And then they're, again, technique specific, whether you're jig fishing, live bait rigging, slip bobber, whatever it may be, they've got a rod that is going to do the job.
Absolutely, they do. And the other thing, folks, these rods come at a great price point, under $100 for these rods. Let's get back out in the water and catch some more bass. There's one. Here we go. There we got him. 0 for 2 on hook sets. Ooh, this is a good one too. This is a good one too. That's a really good one. Look at that one, boys. Yes, sir. That's the one we're looking for. That's a good one. That is a good fish right there. Yeah, that's a 3-pounder plus all day long. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. I'm using a variety of Strike King baits today. And one of the things about the evolution of my Basshead career is a story about how we got associated with Strike King. Several years ago, the lure manufacturer that we were partnered with kind of discontinued a lot of their bass line. So I went to the ICAST trade show that year looking for a tackle company that would work with Fishing the Midwest. Bob Jensen, my partner at the time, asked me, where are you gonna start? And I said Strike King. Bob said, wow, you're starting right at the top. I told Bob, hey, these baits catch fish, they're the best, we want to fish with the best. There it is. I had 2 bites. That's another good one. On a Texas rig that I missed both of them. And I just feel like when I'm missing fish in the Texas rig, if I can get them to eat a jig day in and day out, I hook more fish pitching a jig. Let's see what this one is. 17 and a smidgen. Good one. In addition to making baits that I always knew were really good fish catchers, another thing I love about Strike King is it's a company run by fishermen. The people that work at Strike King are hardcore anglers. Their baits are pro-driven, meaning the best pros in the business design their baits, and they're at an affordable price point, so the average everyday angler, the Basshead, can fish with the same baits that the pros fish with. Ooh, that's another good one. Little jump. Come here, boy. Stay down. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. That's a netter. If I can get him up here again. Come here, boy. Oh, yeah. Another good one. Another good one. That's come here. They like that. That is the Hack Attack fluoro jig. The Rage Craw. I can't tell you how many fat largies I've caught on that thing the last few summers. This one is 17 and a half. The bite's been really good at this lake, looking for that 5-pounder, catching quality bass, and the weather's starting to clear as well. Oh, he is there. They set the sinker. This is a good one too. It's a good one too. And I'm not gonna hook him, I'm gonna put him in the net. There we go. Ooh. Good one there. My sinker on my Texas rig got on a weed. I set the hook, thought I missed him. Sinker snapped off the weed, and he had that Rage Craw in his mouth. Hard to beat the action of the Rage Craw. That's a good one there. Yeah, real close to 18, 17 3/4. Good fish. Good old fish.
We are giving away a chance to fish with Fishing the Midwest TV host Mike Frisch. This will be a fully guided fishing trip in the Alexandria, Minnesota area. Plus, the winner will receive a $500 gift card from Omnia Fishing to purchase fishing gear. Simply visit our website and see this banner to get entered. Fishing the Midwest is made possible by distinctive cabinet design for all your commercial, residential, and retail fixture cabinetry needs, and your granite and quartz needs too. Vexilar. Own the ice with Vexilar. K-Drill Ice Augers. Drilling ice will never be the same. And by Big Stone Lake Tourism, Minnesota's hottest perch lake.
Hanna's Marine has a huge selection of boats, pontoons, and accessories priced to fit any budget. Our knowledgeable and experienced team will help you select from industry-leading boat manufacturers, including G3, Basscat, Stingray, and Yarcraft, and pontoons from Crest and Suncatcher. Don't get left on the shore. Shop Hanna's to experience more. Visit www.hannasmarine.com today. Your boat, your memories, our business. Hanna's Marine, keeping you on the water.
Big Stone Lake on the Minnesota-South Dakota border has a booming jumbo perch population that has turned into one of the Midwest's top winter perch fishing destinations. Come for the perch, but don't forget the lake's numerous walleyes, big bluegills, and slab crappies. In addition to the fishing, the area offers a top bait shop, fish house rentals, great lodging, and fine dining as well. Come to Big Stone for a winter fishing trip, and you'll like the area so much that you might just decide to make it your next home, or at least your home away from home.
Lou's products are available at these fine retailers: Christopherson's Bait, Omnia Fishing, Reed's Family Outdoor Outfitters, and many other retailers across the Midwest.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
We're back to the Texas rig because I can't get bit on that jig anymore. Not a very big one. Not a big one. He is in the soup. Cabbage. The Cabbage Patch Bass. Had a bad one? That's a pretty good one right there. Texas rig and some cabbage. We're gonna throw in there again. So we don't get a 5-pounder, but this is a great day. A lot of fun. I'm a bass head, but I love walleyes. I love panfish. What I really love is spending time on the water with good people with some fish pulling back. I've got a dad, a grandfather, and several other family members to thank for my passion for fishing, and Duane Peterson, very day, for helping me become a bass head. Hey, from all of us at Fishing the Midwest, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again next time. And as always, remember to include a youngster in your next outdoors adventure.
Detailing of Fishing the Midwest boats and vehicles provided by Sanford Marine and Auto Detailing.